Hey everybody, back again with day 21 of the 30-day mindful challenge. We are on creating inner joy. And I love this one because a lot of times people think, well, I'm just not a happy person, or I'll never really find happiness, or I don't know how to create happiness in my life. Science shows us there are actual things that we can do to cultivate lasting joy in our life, which is different than the kind of hedonistic trail of getting happiness because you know, bought that car and you love it. That lasts for a little while, but then it kind of goes away. We are not meant to just gather things along the way and pile those things up and have all these things that create our joy. Joy comes from an intrinsic inside contentment and satisfaction that we connect with on a cellular level. And so that joy and that fulfillment is something that we can create. Um, Joy and fulfillment in our life, real joy, contributes to healthy relationships. It contributes to reducing our stress. It contributes to connectedness with others. And it contributes to what we appreciate in our lives and what we are happy for around us. And so when we cultivate joy, there are very specific things that we can do. And we're enhancing our well-being and our mental health when we're engaging in these as well. So here are the things that I have learned over the years that help you to create joy in your life. One is to be connected. Get yourself connected with people in your life. We are not made to be isolated. We are social beings and we need people to help us feel good. And whether you have to, this is why so many people became depressed during the pandemic, is because a lot of people were isolated. Many people were home alone in their homes. Other people just felt like they were so confined and lost all the connectivity that they used to have that they fell into depression. It's because we are social beings. Work on the relationships in your life. Go to the healthy relationships video and watch that. It's so important to create healthy relationships, to make sure you're connecting with people, to make sure that you're bonded with people. That sense of belonging gives us a sense of value and groundedness in our life that really cultivates true joy, because we have family, because we have people who love us, because we have friends and chosen family that we've brought into our life. So work on enhancing the relationships in your life. The second thing you can do is find purpose in your life. Find something that feels valuable to you, that is outside of yourself, that gives you a sense of worth and purpose outside of your own kind of goals and your own inner well-being. Kind of looking at, what can I do, what can I connect with outside of me that feels like, gosh, I'm doing this for a good reason, and this is really helpful for me. Connected with that is another thing, which is volunteering and that compassion that we show towards other people and other circumstances. When we increase our compassion and our kindness towards others, we feel better and contented inside. We don't feel good and content when we're negative, when we're grouchy, when we start arguments. And we've gotten into a place in our society where everybody's ready for a fight. Everybody's ready to just lash out at someone else or get mad at the person in front of them or judge people for their opinions, and it does nothing but feed negativity and hostility, which breeds violence and angst and anger. So I encourage you to think outside yourself. What can you do good for someone else, and how can you share compassion, joy, and love with other people? And finally, physical exercise. Yes, it actually helps to create joy. Why? Because it helps to release endorphins into your system, those mood boosting hormones in your brain that allow you to feel good. The dopamine that gets released when we exercise, the norepinephrine and the serotonin that become regulated when we exercise, help us to create a space of joy, true joy, in what we're doing. We become appreciative for what our body can do, whether it's going for a hike. It doesn't have to be, weightlifting and an intense hour workout at the gym, though that can be it. It can be simple things, dancing with friends, or just doing some gentle stretching, going for a hike. You have to get creative with this. It could be, doing something that you create with your hands, even just knitting and crocheting. That is you doing something physically that helps you to feel a little bit better in your life. So I encourage you to connect with others, to get out there and do some exercise, to volunteer, and to find purpose in your life to create more joy. Like and follow this video. In the next one, I'm going to give you some more specific suggestions for how to get that inner joy. I'll see you soon. Hey everyone, day 21 practice. We are on cultivating true joy. I want you to choose joy today, which means follow along with me in this workbook and write down the elements here so that you can start creating some joy in your life. Some of them can be helpful just for what you do and what you write down here, but the other ones are kind of prompts for you to think about, okay, this might be meaningful, now I need to go out and do it. Okay, so the first one, and hit pause in between so you can write your answers down, is to write down what you are grateful for today. And every single day, before you go to bed, or when you wake up in the morning, or at some point throughout the day, think about what you are grateful for. What makes you happy? What is it that you are so happy that you have in your life that you could not do without? It could be simple stuff. I'm just happy because I woke up this morning. Or, which isn't really a simple thing, but it seems like insignificant because we don't necessarily think that way. But it could be something big too. You're really appreciative for the amazing job that you have and all the coworkers that you're surrounded with every single day. So think about what you are grateful for today. And then the next one is, what meaningful things can you do or volunteer for? Who can you connect with that will help you feel like you're doing good in the world, that you're giving back, that you are contributing and making a difference in someone else's life or something else, an animal or a habitat? What is it that you feel strongly about or passionate about that helps you to connect with other things outside of you, and you can help to make a difference? So go ahead and write that down. And then the next one is, what activities can you do today that will get your body moving? What exercise can you take? Do 10 jumping jacks. Do 20 push-ups. Or me, I could probably do. I could probably do about 5. But whatever it is, do something with your body today that helps you to get out there and get moving and get your blood pumping, get your heart going, and see how that makes you feel. And then the next one is, think about the friends and family who truly bring joy into your life and reach out to them. Make a plan to do something with them. Be connected with them. The next one is, what are the new experiences that you want to bring into your life? There's another piece of joy that comes from doing something novel, something new, learning something new. I just started taking guitar lessons a few months ago, which has been so much fun. I mean, it's really hard, but I feel a sense of accomplishment when I look at what I've done and how far I've come. So that really brings me a lot of joy inside. And when I practice it and I create music, it just feels beautiful to me, and I love that. So think about something that you can do that's new and novel and unique, and bring that into your life. And then, what can you do for at least 15 minutes a day to transform your brain? What brain games can you engage in? What can make that muscle, that learning muscle, that growth muscle, that muscle that kind of wants to get knowledge and gain new information? What can you do for 15 minutes a day? Maybe you just research a topic, or maybe you get a game on your phone that allows you to kind of problem solve crossword puzzles or word finds. Those are all things that stimulate your brain activity. So do something for 15 minutes a day that stimulates that brain to get it going. And then finally, who or what might you need to eliminate from your life that creates negativity? What are the things that are a draw on your energy that make you feel badly? And even if it's a family member and you can't necessarily remove them from your life, how can you set boundaries and maybe set time limits with that person, or at least mentally prepare yourself before you go, that you can kind of put an invisible barrier up to some of the negativity and know that, have some compassion for where they're struggling or suffering. And at the same time, do something good for yourself when you leave that, knowing that you will have kind of taken on some of the negativity of what they're struggling with in their life. So if you can do these, at least some of these every single day, incorporate some of this into your life, I guarantee that you will feel some sense of inner joy in your life. So like and follow for more. Let's see, day 22 is mindful giving. So kind of correlates a little bit with this previous step. I will see you then. Have a great day.